Hi everyone, we're going to look at Rhode Island in the 50 States book. So let's take a look. And it says, welcome to the ocean state. The nation's smallest state packs in 400 miles of coastline, and its fresh and saltwater beaches offer so much to see, do, and eat. For instance, there's Block Island to explore, Narragansett Bay to swim, the Beaver Tail lighthouses to linger by, and in Newport, clam chowder, scallops, and little necks to savor. For a chance to see a future Boston Red Sox star, sports enthusiasts won't want to miss the opening pitch of a POW bucket Red Sox game, and history buffs will have a heyday in this, the ocean state, where they can visit the beautiful mansions of the 1800s elite, the oldest synagogue in the United States, and the first town established by a woman. With so much to offer in Rhode Island, it's no wonder the Vanderbilts chose to spend their summers here. Chances are, after just one visit, you'll wish you could live here all year round. Rhode Island is a state I have not been to, and I was not too far from it, but just never made it. All right, moments to remember. May 13, 1636, Roger Williams founds Rhode Island with principles of religious toleration and political democracy, radical ideas at the time. May 23, 1774, Newport hosts America's first circus. Visitors pay 25 cents to see Christopher Gardner ride a horse while standing on his head. March 1st, 1784, the General Assembly of Rhode Island passes the Gradual Emancipation Act, which meant that children born to slaves would not be slaves. This followed the anti-slavery campaign led by the Quaker Moses Brown. July 4th, 1785, in Bristol, the Reverend Henry Wright organizes a gathering in support of independence. This is the birth of the oldest 4th of July celebration in the country. July 25th, 1965, Bob Dylan's shocks the crowd when he plays an electric guitar at the Newport Folk Festival. February 5th through 7th, 1978, 21 lives are lost in the Great Northeast Blizzard. April 11th, 1983, the federal government acknowledges the Narragansett Nation. January 15th, 1991, the author known as Avi is awarded a Newbery Honor for The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. Ugh, that's such a good book. That should have been another read aloud I did. Oh well. But it is a story of a 13-year-old journeying to Providence, and she's on a ship. I read that in 5th grade when I was in your age. December 31st, 1994, Barnaby Evans creates Waterfire, a piece of performance art where fires are lit along the rivers in Providence. July 3rd, 2001, Ruth Simmons becomes president of Brown University. She's the first African American to head an Ivy League institution. And then down here, we've got the key facts. Capital is Providence. Largest cities, Providence, Warwick, Cranston, Bird, Rhode Island, Red. Named for its resemblance to the Greek island of Rhodes. Statehood date, May 29, 1790. Statehood order 13. Flower, violet. Postal code, RI. Region, New England. Main time zone, Eastern. Tree, red maple. And their state motto is hope. Pretty simple, right? All right, and then we've got our famous people. We have Matilda Ciceretta Joyner Jones, born in 1869, died in 1933, a graduate of the Providence Academy of Music. This operatic soprano was the first African American to sing at Carnegie Hall. It's really cool. Elizabeth Buffum Chase, 1806 was when she was born, and she died in 1899. Chase's home in Valley Falls was a stop on the Underground Railroad. She also fought for women's rights and prison reform. And I think there were more people on this side. Oh darn, it kind of got cut off. Something Smith Peck. I'm sorry guys, I got that cut off. She was the first woman to, I think, climb the Matterhorn. And Roger Williams, they believe, born in 1603, died in 1683. And he was the founder of Rhode Island Colony. And then we have Massasoit Osamequin, born in 1581, died in 1661. Massasoit was chief of the Wampanoag tribe. His alliance with the Pilgrims led to the first Thanksgiving. You probably heard his name at some point. Okay, well, I think that's all the people. Oh, nope, we forgot someone up here. Cormac McCarthy, born in 1933. This Pulitzer Prize-winning author wrote No Country for Old Men, which became an Oscar-winning movie. Oh, that's true. Okay, so as far as on the map, we have Slater Hill Museum And Slater Mill was the U.S.'s first successful cotton mill, helping make Rhode Island a leader in textile production in the 1800s. Then we have Betsy's Bonnet. In 1786, 12-year-old Betsy Metcalf made hat-making history with her inexpensive straw hat, launching the American straw hat industry. Rhode Island School of Design graduates include Shepard Fairey, creator of the street art Obey Grant. And we have Old School. Portsmouth is home to the nation's oldest schoolhouse. Students in 1725 brought their lunch in a pail. And the desk seats look like that. So about right there, I gotta go visit that old schoolhouse. Green Animals Topiary Garden has some 20 trees shaped to look like animals. Well, that's fun. Janet Taylor Lyle, the award-winning author of Afternoon of the Elves, writes in Little Compton. Boat school students at the IYRS International Yacht Restoration School learns how to build and restore boats. The sailing is a big deal there. Now if we zoom into Newport, we've got Toro Synagogue. This 1763 synagogue, the oldest in the U.S., faces east toward Jerusalem. Tennis Hall of Fame Museum. What do you serve but not eat? A tennis ball. Breaker's Mansion. Some of the 20 bathrooms inside this historic mansion have tubs with extra faucets for salt water. And then Ida Lewis, this historic lighthouse keeper, made her first rescue when she was just 17. Here's Block Island. And then we have endangered insect. Block Island is one of the few places the carrion-eating burying beetle still survives. Looks like that. We have Flying Horse Carousel. The horses of the nation's oldest carousel on Watch Hill swing from chains. We have horseshoe crabs. Every spring, these living fossils travel back to their breeding beaches to lay eggs. A female can lay some 90,000 eggs a season. Point Judith Lighthouse. This wooden lighthouse's beach is crowded with mysterious stacks of rocks. House on the Rocks. The eco-friendly Clingstone house sits on an island barely bigger than itself. Marathon Man. Charlestown was home to Tarzan Brown, called Deerfoot by the Narragansett people. He won the Boston Marathon twice. The Coonamcut Island Lighthouse was used in the filming of Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom as the home of Susie Bishop. Quonset Point. Quonset huts used as temporary buildings in World War II were made here. New Taconkanut Park, offers spectacular views, a tangle of trails, and prime sledding. Rhode Island State House. The State House is topped with an 11-foot tall, 500-pound gold-covered statue called Independent Man. Then there's Providence. H.P. Lovecraft, this fantasy writer, is famous for creating strange creatures such as the octopus-headed Kihuyu. Hasbro's home. The makers of the Mr. Potato Head and My Little Pony toys first made doctor's kits. That's cool. Wild oysters help keep coastal waters clean and taste great with lemon. And I think I covered it all. So there you have it. That's Rhode Island. It's not very big, but they still have a lot to offer in their beautiful state, which I hope to go to someday. Hope you learned some more, and then I hope that you'll want to go there. See you later. Well, before I say see you later, though, I forgot again. Just a few little things from my book. State motto, of course, is hope. They do not have a state mammal, so I wrote none in there. State fish is the striped bass. State insect is the American burying beetle. And area is 1,045 square miles. Highest point 812 feet, and their lowest point is sea level. And pretty much their seal and their flag are the same. So if you look at the seal, it's pretty much what you put in the center of the flag, except you put stars around it. So take a look at that, and I think you're good to go on the rest of the information. Have fun. Now, see you later.